If you've spent even a minute building deep learning models, you've definitely stared down this exact crossroads: TensorFlow or PyTorch. Well, today we're going to try and settle the debate. In this explainer, we're cutting right through all the noise so you know exactly which framework actually fits your specific needs, your personal coding style, and, most importantly, your career trajectory. I want you to keep this question in the back of your mind as we go. Which one is really powering the AI revolution? Look, both platforms achieve absolutely incredible AI feats, right? But they take drastically different paths to get there. They differ completely in their core design philosophy, and honestly, perhaps more importantly, in who is actually using them out there in the real world. Section 1. The Deep Learning Titans. Think of this like a classic heavyweight boxing match. In one corner, we've got Google's TensorFlow. This was the early pioneer, the one that really brought deep learning to the masses. And in the other corner, Meta's PyTorch, the upstart that has frankly absolutely swallowed the modern research community. But the good news for you? They're both backed by tech giants with incredibly deep pockets. So whichever you choose, neither is going to be a risky long-term bet for your career. Moving on to Section 2, Distinct Coding Philosophies. So PyTorch relies on what are called dynamic computation graphs. Now, if that sounds like heavy jargon, don't worry. Just know it basically means PyTorch writes and acts like native Python. It's incredibly intuitive. When your complex model inevitably crashes, and we know it will, you can see exactly what went wrong right as it's running. For fast, iterative testing and, just raw experimentation, it is an absolute dream. Now, contrast that with TensorFlow's historical approach, the static computation graph. For years, you basically had to define your entire computational flow before you could run or test a single thing. And honestly, that could be a total debugging nightmare. Now, it is absolutely worth noting that newer versions of TensorFlow have actually learned from PyTorch. They've adopted a much more dynamic feel these days. But this historical divide, that's really what originally split the user base. Section 3, Research versus Production. It's crazy how perfectly divided this territory actually is. In academia, it is PyTorch's world, hands down. The vast majority of cutting-edge research papers published today are built right on top of it. But if you shift your gaze over to enterprise production, well, when massive companies need to deploy models at a global scale on their existing infrastructure, TensorFlow is still the absolute workhorse. And that production dominance, it extends all the way down to the devices sitting in your pocket right now. If your goal is getting machine learning out of a massive server farm and onto a mobile phone, a smartwatch, or literally any edge hardware, TensorFlow is a total powerhouse. Through really mature tools like TensorFlow Lite, this robust tooling for mobile deployment has historically been TensorFlow's ultimate trump card. Section 4, Closing the Deployment Gap. But hey, Meta and the open source community aren't just sitting around on their academic laurels. They know they need to conquer the enterprise space too. And recently, PyTorch has aggressively started closing this deployment gap. They're rolling out vastly improved tools to export and serve models natively in real production environments. Basically, they're proving that the research darling can actually handle real-world, large-scale grit. So, all the history and tech battlegrounds aside, the real question is, which one is actually right for your career and your team right now? Section 5, Making Your Choice. Okay, here's your playbook. Starting fresh with zero constraints, go with PyTorch, for sure. It's the undisputed gateway right now. Or maybe you want to experiment with the absolute cutting-edge AI models being dropped every single week. Again, PyTorch. But, and this is absolutely vital, if you're joining a company with an established production infrastructure, you need TensorFlow. In the enterprise world, knowing TensorFlow isn't just a nice-to-have bonus, it is a highly bankable necessity. We are watching a massive tectonic shift in the AI landscape right now. As PyTorch arms itself with better and better enterprise tools, you gotta wonder, will it eventually dethrone TensorFlow completely? Or are Google's roots in global-scale infrastructure just way too deep to pull up? Whichever side you choose to master, just know that it puts you right at the very forefront of the AI revolution.